I'm trying to... Where the fuck is our stream window? What am I streaming this on? Oh, there it is. Boom. All right, we're good.
All right, we're live. For real this time.
Yeah.
First one was just a test run. Welcome to Drunk Tech Support.
I'm Jason.
I'm Rich.
Great intro, Rich.
Well, you always give me
Walked
crap
all
for
over
not doing the intro, so then I was like, I'm going to put some energy into it and do the intro, and then you get all pissy.
Oh, you should have let me know that instead of cutting me off several times.
Sorry.
It's fine. How are you, Rich?
I am good. How are you, Jay?
I'm great. I'm a little worried that our audio's recording properly since you're doing weird audio stuff before we started.
I promise it's not fucked up.
Yeah.
I promise.
Okay. All right. I see.
like
I can't hear. I can't hear Jay.
Triple checked. That was from before.
Oh, okay. All right, and here we are, ready to do another fun-filled, information-packed episode of Drunk Tech Support.
All right.
Yay! Are you psyched, Rich?
I am actually.
Let me see your war face.
Grrr.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
Oh man. I'm gonna have one of our viewers do a sound check.
We have like three listeners, and we make them do stuff because we suck. Rich, why is there a guy banging my mom or your mom on my screen?
That's been on the last like 4 episodes. I put on our logo.
Yeah, but now it's like in my window. Are you trying to tell me something? You trying to imply something?
Nope, I wouldn't do that. What you drinking there, Jay?
Oh,
your carb-free stuff.
disgusting carb-free. I drink a lot of it. You can't tell because there's like no alcohol in it. Like by the time I even try to catch a buzz, I've like drank so many I'm like full, and I just give up and go to bed. It's good for alcoholics. So I got this giant mug that I can pour like 3 of them into, so I can like try to chug it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I need a straw because this is not beer. They call it a beer. It is not a beer. It's seltzer water and like very, very, very little alcohol. It's insane.
Yeah.
So I at least can't get sloshed on an episode.
That's good because we have done episodes where you were literally laying on the ground drunk. So.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
Yeah, that's true. I'll take that.
But it's got 0 carbs, so I can drink a lot of it.
There you go.
That's the purpose. What are you drinking, Rich?
I am drinking a Starbucks Refresher with vodka.
What's a Starbucks Refresher? I don't go to Starbucks.
It's like a lemonade with strawberry and acai and.
Ooh.
It's a white suburban drink, you know.
How's that taste of vodka?
It's amazing, actually. It's one of the best drinks I've ever had.
Oh, with vodka or without, or both?
Both. I do like it without, but this is the first time I've tried it with vodka, and oh man, it's good.
Nice, yummy. Remember the Drunken Donuts?
Yes.
Used to
yes,
make?
I do.
Did you ever make one of those? No.
I did not.
You should make one.
I'll write the recipe now. I don't have Dunkin' Donuts here.
Oh, we make a drunken Starbucks.
This is Starbucks country.
Really? My beer's warm. I didn't get to cool my beer off before we started potting.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I'll just give up drinking, probably. It's like water. This is literally like water.
Yeah. I guess it's counterproductive when you have to drink a ton of them to get drunk.
Yeah, it's insane. I usually just give up. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting drunk. I'm done. This is too much work. I almost stopped and got whiskey for the pod, and I was like, no. I've been driving for Lyft, so I don't want to get drunk.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll be hungover and miss like a busy time.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I went all the way up to Portsmouth and all the way down to Boston today. That was crazy.
It's quite a drive.
Yeah, it is. It was all back roads getting up to Portsmouth, which sucked because it was like 35 miles an hour the whole way.
Man.
Yeah. At least the guy didn't talk to me.
That's good.
That's what I appreciate when people will just shut up. Maybe put headphones on.
Right.
And then there's no requirements of talking.
Isn't that like a universal language? Like you put your earbuds in and...
Sometimes I wear earbuds while I'm driving.
Yeah.
So they know to leave me alone.
I get it.
So anyway, can you stop? I thought you were going to stop making those noises.
It's not on the mic. You saying something puts it on the mic.
So they see like a muted...
Yes.
Okay. Great. If only we could cut your video too.
You're an ass. You said you don't care about video.
I'm just being real.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I don't care about video. I hate video. F YouTube. Up the A. I'm done. I'm so done.
Yeah, we've mentioned that a few times now.
I'm not even gonna make. I'm not
notice, like, our videos have not been updated on YouTube either. Like, you want to see our beautiful faces, you're gonna have to watch the show live.
Yeah, we could post the live video once we're done. No thumbnail, just whatever. If you want to watch it, watch it.
We could.
Just do that. No thumbnails. Who cares?
Okay. So, you want to talk about the Battlefield stuff? That's
we're gonna get right into.
Well, I mean, it's on the screen, so people are gonna be like, "Why is that there?"
If you follow previous episodes, you would know that we've been following the Battlefield 2042 player count, which a little high this time. They've actually hold on, let me pull it up on my end because I got to read you the stats. They've actually bumped up. So we're looking at November 2021, 51,299 players.
Right.
And then less than 6 months later, we're down to about 2,000. They've actually in the past 2 months, they've gained players. They're up 5.3% this month. So that could be due to their updates. Where they let's see. They just released an update 2 days ago.
So it's like they get an extra 1,000 players every time they release an update.
Well, yeah, probably 1,000 people like log in to play and then see that it still sucks and then they log out.
Yeah.
So it's like little. Well, I don't know why they're bothering updating. They need to just leave it alone, let it die, and work on something else. Because
they're gonna go all in on it.
They seem to be. I don't know how many people they have working on it, but every time there's an update, it's all these little tweaks, quality of life fixes. Basically, everything they should have checked before they launched the game. Vehicle aim sensitivity, transport vehicle free look sensitivity, aim assist has been improved. They have aim assist? I did not even know that. There should not be aim assist. We're not raking up.
They have to make it as much like Fortnite as they can.
That's exactly what I'm getting at. Fortnite and Call of Duty. So they released back at the beginning of the month. Oh no, we're in May.
Yeah.
This is in March. I missed it until recently, and I saw this.
Yeah, we actually haven't talked about it for a few episodes.
No, because I've really just not been interested, and I decided to go on to their store page and see what updates have been. Yeah, and we have taken the necessary time to read through, listen, and identify your common top points of feedback.
I'm sure they have.
It's what they said, and what they've updated, what they got out of that is not what people are bitching about.
Right.
I mean, okay, so one of the main gripes, and this is actually a main gripe, but their solution to it is ridiculous. this is regarding traversal. They made these 128 player maps, so the maps are humongous.
Mm-hmm.
But people are complaining there's nothing on the maps. There's all these wide open spaces in between spawn points and goals. So it's a free for all for snipers. You spawn and then you gotta run. You gotta run like 3 miles
That
to
sounds
the
like
goal
fun.
while you're getting sniped at. Yeah. So they're like, well, we're gonna start.
That'd be like Halo dropping you in the middle of Blood Gulch or something. Like,
yeah, at least Blood Gulch had hills. You could hide behind like the hills, and that's what they're doing. They're adding terrain leveling, so they're like raising terrain, so there's not so much of a line of sight from every angle. They're also saying for traversal, we outlined that travel time on foot between base spawn and flags was too long. Our proposed solution is to reduce all overall travel time between these areas by moving them close together. So the map stayed in the same size. They're just changing where spawn and the flags are. So now you're going to have all this open space on the map that nobody uses. Instead of like releasing like a smaller map.
wow.
Yeah, so everyone's like, that's not what we asked for, but whatever. They're adding like
what customers they're listening to, because they keep saying they're listening to their customers, but then
that's what I get at. Cover and line of sight. So I said they're gonna raise the terrain in areas so there's like hills and stuff, so you're not like on a flat plane getting shot at. They're adding cover, so they're adding, I don't know, barrels in boxes and crates.
So you can spawn and then run for a barrel.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh. So much better. So much better.
They're adding boxes.
That is some innovation.
What is DICE innovated today? If you go to the I'm going on the Steam store. That's where you can actually see their updates where they're showing all the hills they've created. Yeah. And well, no, I'm sorry. They haven't created anything. This is a proposal. So season 1 hasn't even dropped. So they released an update. This is going to come when season 1 drops sometime in August.
Oh my god.
Season 1 is not meant for quality of life patches. Season 1 is for the people that are paying for, I don't know, like the premium people. They get the season, they usually add maps, add like new guns. Like season is meant to add like new stuff to the game, not fix the problems that they created. The other thing is they're reducing the number of attack vehicles. And this is where it comes to like Fortnite and these are the people they're listening to. Fortnite and Call of Duty. There's no vehicles in Call of Duty. There's no vehicles in Fortnite, as far as I know. Those are the people they're listening to. So No. I'm on the page.
He said it's unbelievable that it hasn't made it past season 1 yet.
Wow. He says he's. Oh no, he's okay. Chat goes up. I'm looking.
Yeah. It's backwards.
No. Yeah, they and the fact that they didn't have any major updates for like 4 or 5 months is ridiculous. They just left everyone hanging. And of course they said, "You guys are brutal. The fans of the game are brutal. They're being so mean to us."
They're obviously not getting the point, because if they were, they'd be fixing the problems and there'd be more people playing it.
They're not, because they wanted to shove this. They wanted to be like all the other popular games. They took a game that has a dedicated fan base, and they're just like Star Trek. This feels just like Star Trek to me. They're taking something that had dedicated fans, a formula that worked, and they're just forcing it to be something it's not, to garner.
It's the Radio Shack syndrome.
Okay, the Radio Shack do that with the phones and stuff?
Yeah, like they brought out all the cell phones and started ramming them down people's throats when we just wanted to go in and get resistors and shit.
Those sections got smaller and smaller, and now there's no Radio Shacks.
Nope.
So
I wonder why. That's what happens when you alienate your base.
They're reducing the number of vehicles. Battlefield has always been it's a battlefield.
Yeah.
There's vehicles, and sometimes the vehicles get the upper hands. But apparently, so many people are complaining that the vehicles are killing them, they're gonna reduce them. And then people are asking, oh yeah, we need to have more like meat grinder modes where it's just guns. It's just people and guns. No vehicles. That is if you want that, go play Call of Duty. Go play Fortnite and Apex, all that crap.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that's for. Battlefield is supposed to be a very realistic simulation of a battle. You're a nameless soldier in a battle. So apparently, all these people that play can't develop, can't use rocket launchers and crap to like take out the vehicles. I didn't even know that they had such a limited amount of vehicles.
Yeah.
They say we're reducing the number of attack vehicles and helicopters that can be active at one time in 128 player modes per category from 3 to 2. That means you'll only be able to encounter 2 tanks and 2 helicopters available at any time instead of 3 each. I didn't even know it was 3 each. That's crazy. Battlefield's there's always been planes and helicopters and like tanks and ATVs and like AT vehicles, whatever the hell those are. Those things with the big gun. I love those.
Like the Warthog with the gun on the back, the turret.
Yeah, no, that's not Halo. We're talking Battlefield.
No, I know. Like, I'm just saying it like that. Like a Warthog.
Yes, like a Warthog.
Yes.
But it's like a big...
I'm sure there's a real name for it. I just don't know.
Okay. I'm so hardcore, I don't even know the name of it.
Uh...
So they're trying to reduce the vehicles because people are saying that they're dominating the maps.
Jesus.
And the people that are actually complaining are like, why? Why are you doing this? They're trying to make it less like Battlefield with these stupid notepad hero characters that say witty. Have you seen the
Yeah, and they do
when
like
the games
the emotes or whatever, and
when the game's over, it'll like flash through each person that did the best.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, "This is a serious war. Too bad. I guess you lost this time. Haha, I win again." I like if they thought they could get away with it, they would have Fortnite dances and shit in this game. Like that's what they want, and that's what they're focusing on. And they're so pissed that they couldn't pull it off because everyone's like, "This is bullshit. This is so stupid." That's not what Battlefield. We don't want to play Battle Royale.
I mean,
we played
a game with the name like Battlefield that's been around for as long as it's been around should have more than 2,000 people playing worldwide.
It should.
Simple as that.
The fact that you can go onto any of their older games, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 5, they've got at least 5,000 people playing. and those were like, what, Battlefield 5 came out 6 years ago? You know, those are...
It's been a while.
Yeah. I mean, their older games are doing better than this. Apparently, Portal 2 has more active players than...
I just went back and played Portal 2 last week.
Oh, did you? Okay, you added to that. It's insane.
I contributed to that.
they just don't... They don't care, or they're like... They got tunnel vision. They're like, we're gonna get this Battle Royale thing going. We tried it. We tried it in Battlefield 5. It didn't work.
It's probably just a situation where they've invested so much money into it, they can't afford to change. And they're just kind of going all in on it. I don't know.
There's so many people against it.
Or they're just that stupid.
You know, they must be stupid. There's so many people against it. I don't see how. And this isn't like Star Trek where we're split down the middle, where there seems to be like 50% of people like it and 50 don't. It seems to be like 99% hate this. And there's still people like, hold on, let me just read some comments real quick, because there's stop it, go back, because the comments is what got me. I went down. God, I really hope you muted that, Rich. Discuss. Okay, let me read you some top comments. It's weird, the people that are like, nice, Nice, way to go. The most comments I see are too little too late. Why are there never any comments regarding the terrible optimization? Optimization apparently is a huge issue. People on like the most hardcore highest end of machines aren't able to get more than like 60 frames a second.
Wow.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, and the April Fools," because this was like March 31st, so everyone thought
Right,
this
right.
was
So you
an
thought it was an
April
April
Fool's
Fool's
joke.
joke.
Yeah. So somebody, people piss. We have huge 28 player maps, but only 2 vehicles per team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they also increased the spawn rate of the vehicles. So once a vehicle blows up, it takes 2 minutes, I guess now, instead of 60 seconds for it to respawn. Somebody wrote best Battlefield title ever made. Keep up the good stuff.
I hope
Oh,
that's a troll.
it has to be, because there's a lot of people. How about you start giving refunds? People are still on the refunds.
Yeah. Well, I
Um,
mean, you can't blame them. They spend all this money and then they keep getting promised, oh, it's gonna get better.
People that
And
spent like $120 on like the gold. Here's a good one. A live service game where season 1 content are map fixes.
yeah.
Maybe refund it and make a free to play game out of it. There's a lot of that. Way too little, way too late. Where did all the content go? It's been
See,
5 months since
they
release.
could have brought out stuff like the catchphrases and the stupid shit and made it like a pay system, like where they could collect money for the idiots that wanted that stuff.
Oh God, no! And
But
it'll
then
just
have a
play
good
for
game.
them. It won't play for everyone else playing. That'd be
Yeah.
awesome. That'd be a perfect model.
Yeah.
You can get your little stupid skins and crap, but to everyone else, you look like just a random soldier, and
Yeah.
all the stupid catchphrases and dances you want, but nobody else sees it.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. What was I say? Literally, if they just got rid of the heroes, the expats, and just replaced it with the class system, the
Yeah.
the healer, assault, tank blower, upper engineer guy, and
Tank
sniper.
blower upper.
Yep.
That's a official title right there.
I'm trying to think of things off the top of my head here.
Oh.
Yeah, and they're like, okay, so you're just adding crap to the maps and making the goals closer together. Like, you're not addressing the real stuff. We need to get rid of these stupid. So people are saying, like, just get rid of that. Add the classes back where you're a random soldier, where you're not playing against another team, where everyone looks the same, because everyone will pick the same. I don't know what is it, like 8, maybe 10 different characters to choose from.
Yeah.
So when you go to play, everyone looks the same. It's so cringy. I can't play it. Every time I go to I'm gonna give it a chance. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to look at the same 10 people being like the same character. It's weird.
Yeah.
They did a good job blending all the soldiers. You're a nameless, faceless soldier fighting in a war. That's been their thing. But then they change it to this, like, we're trying to be like Fortnite, have these quirky, characters and crap.
That's the problem right there. People trying to be like Fortnite.
Yeah, and that's always been their problem. I'm gonna stop bitching about this, but they need to just F off and stop. Just stop.
Just stop.
It's frustrating. I'll play the old Battlefields. I play 4 and I play 5 all the time.
Yeah.
Like, those are the only ones, because people have gone back to those now. They've learned. There's people appreciating them now. Like, wow, this is how Battlefield should be. They just don't. They don't care. They don't know. It's like Star Trek, man. It's like they're purposely doing it as like an FU to the fans.
Maybe.
That's what I always thought Star Trek was. They're just like, no, we're gonna be like this stupid, violent, dark, crappy show because we hate Star Trek nerds.
Yeah.
And we're in charge of Star Trek, so fuck you. That's what it feels like with this too. They're just like, no, we want to be like Fortnite. Fuck you. So make a Fortnite game. Just make a goddamn Fortnite game and leave Battlefield alone.
There you go. I've actually been gaming a lot more this last week because I got an Xbox Series X finally.
Oh yeah, I heard, Rich, you got an Xbox.
Yeah. So I've been playing a lot of racing games You remember Need for Speed Hot Pursuit?
Yeah, I have that.
Yeah, they re-released it for the Series X, and it's fucking awesome.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I have a steering wheel for it. I like the steering.
Nice.
It's got like the force feedback, so you're like fighting
Nice.
against like the yeah. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um,
I
I
love
like
that
Pro-
game. I
I like
remember I
Pro
got that
Street.
like, God, it was like 2001. I got that game.
So what
Originally,
is
I
it
think.
like? What is it like? You're just avoiding cops the whole
Yeah,
game, or
or you
you're a
can
cop
you
trying
can
to like
also
catch?
play the cops too.
Yeah. See, I never played those much. I like. Excuse me.
Classy.
Yeah. Maybe I should start muting myself. I like Pro Street, Need for Speed, but that game is so old. The game came out like 2006 or something like that. And I still play it to this day. And
Yeah.
I don't like the gimmicky, like the hot pursuit. I just like racing around a
Yeah.
track
Well,
and like building up my car.
there's that new racing game I got too. Horizon.
Motorsport.
No. Forza 5.
Forza. Yeah, okay.
Forza Horizon 5. That's what it was. That's the other one I've been playing. That one's pretty fun. You're like it's kind of like an open world racing game where like you can go off the track and they don't like stop you and put you back. Like you can just keep going.
And
Fun.
the maybe you can get Need for Speed. It's just called Need for Speed. It came out like 2015. That's
Yeah.
an open world game. It's
Really?
free to play. It's free to play,
Nice.
I think, because I got it for free on Origin.
Well, the
Yeah,
only reason I was able to get the Xbox was because I found out if you want to outright buy one, you basically can't find them. They're nowhere to be found.
Because
But they
all
have
them
a
people snatched
program
them up.
where you can pay a monthly fee like Netflix, and they'll give you a unit and an Xbox Live membership, gold membership.
Hmm.
And you get access to the Xbox Game Pass with all these free games, and so I have a lot of access to games that I wouldn't have had normally. So I think it was a good decision to.
Is it better than renting? Not renting. Not leasing. Buying.
It's about the same. I mean, you're buying it, but it's.
Where's that thing where you like
payments.
use Best Buy's credit card payment thing? Where
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
you
it's
own
not-
it in the end.
Yeah, it's the same as that, but it's not on the Best Buy credit card. So,
Nah.
but I got to use all of those gift certificates I got from my fiasco with the washer and dryer, and I bought a bunch of games and controllers. Now I have 4 controllers and a bunch of games, so it worked out really good. But
Yeah, cool.
I also learned from the guy at Best Buy that was checking me out that Microsoft made a fridge that looks like the Xbox.
Yeah.
Because
Wait,
people-
some dude was checking you out at Best Buy? How did that go? Did he get your number?
No, although he probably has it because it was in the system. But anyways,
Yes, the Xbox fridge. I've seen that.
Yeah, apparently it was like a joke online, and then they were like, okay, and they made a mini fridge, and now you can buy it at Target and shit.
Oh my God.
I was like, that's awesome. Like, I love when the internet causes companies to do things.
When memes come to life. Did the
Yeah.
wait, is this a disc loading system?
Yeah. So that was the dilemma. Like, I could easily go out and get a Series S, and it's the all digital model, but we've had this discussion numerous times on the show.
You
I
like
have to
physical
own-
media?
Yeah, I have to own the media. I just I even bought games that are free on the Game Pass, but I was like, I want the physical disc.
Yeah.
What was really cool is the Series X does what I used to do on the OG Xbox. When you put the disc in, it rips the entire disc to the
No.
system.
Yeah. Damn it! I did it. I said yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it! Damn it!
Well, that's exactly what we used to do with the OG Xbox. We just put the discs in and then ripped it to the hard drive, and then load times were quicker. And
I remember I had a modded Xbox, but
yeah,
I couldn't upgrade the hard drive because it was soft mod, so I could
Right.
only hold a certain amount of games on the hard drive. So if a friend came over and had the game I didn't have and I wanted to rip it, I'm like, I gotta delete Halo 2 for this.
yeah.
That's That's a good feature. Yeah,
It is nice because now it's like, I mean, it's a solid state drive.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Is that same as installing to the hard drive?
No, because
Because the
the
original
previous
Xbox
ones,
One
you would have
did
to
that.
have a disc in there still, like
Right.
on the 360.
Just to
And
prove that you owned it.
right.
Are you saying you don't have to insert the disc?
Nope, not at all. Now there is a weird thing where the person who installed it needs to be logged in to play it. So like if my kids want to play Forza, I have to log in first. I don't have to play the game, and they have their own account, and it doesn't affect my progress or anything. But I have to log in just to give the license to them.
Did they have to install it a second time to the hard drive using the disc, or does it know you used the disc already?
No, like, it knows you use the disc. As long as the person who installed it logs in, you're good to go.
So why do the discs have like a special serial number or something so they can keep track of?
I'm sure there's some kind of deal.
So we're not passing discs around. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm very impressed so far. And
did you get Halo Infinite?
Not yet. I got caught up playing the old GTAs. Like I got this brand new video game system, and I'm playing Hot Pursuit and GTA 3.
Wait, the original GTA 3?
Yeah, they have the complete collection or something.
Yeah, I got that on the Switch. I've been playing
Vice City and San Andreas.
Yeah, I've been playing San Andreas.
San Andreas is by far my favorite GTA. Still,
it was like the
5
best.
Came out.
Five tried to capture the San Andreas.
It did okay, but
they used a lot of the same voice actors.
Yeah.
For it, I just stopped. I stopped playing it. I don't know how they keep updating it and re-releasing it over the years. It's been, when did that come out? 2013.
Which one?
5.
Yeah, it came out like 2012, 2013. Like
it's been out for so long. Everyone keeps complaining that they just keep like, when's 6 coming out? It's been out for like 10 years. Like it's
everybody's like balls deep in their online world now. Like the campaign is not even a thing anymore. 2013. Yeah, you're right.
I don't play online. Like I don't.
But you got to think.
I'm antisocial.
4 came out in 2008. So you're talking what, a 5-year gap between games?
Yeah. So this is the longest gap. Yeah. I've heard rumors. I've seen screenshots that they're working on 6.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see a new GTA come out.
I've got no real information. If I see it, I will definitely talk about it on here.
I'm excited for a new one to come out because this is the first time in the history of my life that I have a
current
next-gen
console
gaming system when it's current. I mean, I bought a 360 in like 2014 or 2015.
Yeah.
Like,
I've never. You seem to be way slower than me because I always wait till stuff becomes like secondhand. I can get it used at GameStop and stuff. Yeah. But you are always like 10 years behind on consoles.
Always.
Like, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, the consoles were never my focus. I always wanted to make sure I had a good computer to play on because I like computer games more. But
now that I got my gaming laptop, I really haven't had any interest in getting a console in a while. I did have an Xbox One. A few years
too long ago, like 4 or 5 years
ago.
ago. Yeah,
a few years ago, and I sold it because I was poor or something, and I could totally afford one, but I just haven't gotten it again. Which sucks because I got all these digital purchases. Again.
There you go.
That I can't play now. I have a 360 in a box in my closet.
I have. Well, actually, I got my video game system set up again. I think. Did I send you a picture?
Of what? Your setup for all your game system?
Yeah,
I saw that. Damn it! I did it again.
For everybody who's watching and wondering, Jay's trying to stop saying yeah because he does it all the time apparently. I never noticed it, but
all I can hear when I edit, and I hate it.
Oh man.
Yes, sir. I saw your photograph.
Yeah. So I got all of them out of storage and got them unpacked, and I had them sitting there, but I hadn't done anything with them, and because I had a lot of shit going on, and then the other day I was like, I'm going to take the whole day, and I'm just going to wire. And I wired them all up. I got everything working perfect. Now the only thing left to do is label my buttons on the switches because I have like a 8-way AV switch for all the old systems.
Switch, yeah.
And
I only said it twice that time.
Then I also need to get a shelf of some sort for storing video games in.
Oh, show a photo on the show. You like
I'm trying to find the one I sent you.
Oh, okay.
Here, I'll just pull it up on.
That was a while back that you showed that. You had like this cool. It was like light up. Like you had this cool. Was it blue?
Yeah. I have it all backlit.
Everything's blue.
I love it. It's actually like aqua.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was aqua. Yeah. So what systems do you have? You got a Sega, you got an NES, you got a 360, you got an Xbox One XS, One X, One.
It's an Xbox Series X.
Oh, Xbox Series Xbox One X, One S.
Whatever.
And what else?
Let's see. I'll once I get the photo over.
You have a TI-99.
I do have a TI-99. Let's see here. So I have a Atari 2600. That was one of my favorite ones. I just got like a year ago that I've been trying to get for.
Really? I used to have one with so many games that I got rid of it. I'm so mad about that.
So, here it is. Let me get it pulled up.
You sent me a photo of it?
Yeah, just so I could download it on my PC.
Oh, glad I'm just an
intermediary.
Depository. Yeah, middleman. Oh, he's got a Super Nintendo. He's got a 64. He's got an original Xbox. He's got an
OG Xbox that's modified.
What is that?
Chip.
You got a Dreamcast?
Yeah, I got the Sports Edition Dreamcast. Like, oh wow, that is a crappy version of the picture.
That is.
I didn't like click on it and download it. I just.
Would you
screenshot
the thumbnail?
Yeah.
He's got a Wii. He's got a PlayStation 2.
Oh my god!
And
a
PlayStation. And a PlayStation 4.
Oh man.
He's got a Wii U, a Switch, a Game Boy Pocket.
No, that's the original Game Boy.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, the very original one. From the 80s.
Is that a Sega? I can't tell that. That's the Sega.
There's a Sega Genesis. Let me get it pulled up, and I'll just.
Is that a Live, Laugh, Love?
No, that's a funny story. I'll tell you after I do this. So I have a 2600. I'm going left to right. Then a TI-99, a Sega Genesis, a Nintendo Switch, an original Game Boy, a Wii, a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 2, Sega Dreamcast, but the Sports Edition, which is kind of rare, like not super rare, but
is it because it's black?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A PS1, but I only could find the new version. So I don't.
That's
have
a PS1 Slim.
Yeah. 360, original Nintendo, Super Nintendo, the new Series X Xbox, the OG Xbox, the N64, and the Wii U.
Ooh. Okay, now I'm assuming you have a box with all these controllers and shit.
There's
all tangled up.
There's drawers in our living room table, coffee table, and they're all in there neat.
This could have been like a gaming episode. We could have done.
I know we've got like another gaming topic after this actually.
Oh my god!
I have something about N64 I wanted to say. It really is like a gaming episode, but. And about the blanket, it was I don't know if you ever heard of this website. It's called Sheen, but my wife loves it. You can buy like really cheap like clothes and decorations and stuff. And it's all Chinese made, and a lot of it gets drop shipped from China. Well, I ordered her some stuff she wanted for Christmas, and then to make the free shipping, I added on this blanket, and it was like cute little sayings about like how much you love the person or whatever, and it's Chinese and their English is not their first language, so
does it say riv raff ruv?
There's like horrible spelling mistakes in it. Like it says like never forget, and it's FOEGET.
Maybe it's just slang. It's just talking like slang.
It's really bad. Like I'll have to send you a picture of it so you can see it, but it's one of the worst purchases ever. And then by then, I bought it months before for Christmas, and I was like, well, it's too late to return it. It's so. So now we just laugh
There's-
about it. It's the
That's funny.
never forget blanket.
Never forget. There's a bunch of memes about like Chinese or Japanese knockoff shirts trying to be like cool like America,
Yeah.
and the words are either misspelled or the phrase doesn't make any sense what they're saying.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, that's my gaming setup, and I've been playing nonstop. I also I just got a copy of Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo. Like, I got it while I was moving, so everything was packed and I couldn't play it, and it's just been sitting on my coffee table waiting and waiting.
Oh my god, yeah.
And I finally got to play it, and I've been playing that or the Xbox every night now.
Shadow what?
Shadowrun.
Run.
So it's a game that was released on a couple of systems: the Super Nintendo, the Sega Genesis, and I think one other one. But it was different on every platform. It wasn't always the same. But the one I played was always Super Nintendo.
Oh no, it's a tabletop fantasy
then
role playing game.
Originally it was, but they brought it back. Another company bought the rights to it or something, and it's now a Steam game. And it's kind of the same, you know. It's kind of like a top-down, like turn-based strategy type thing. Like,
that's just what I said.
Well, it started as a board game though, so.
No, I know. I'm on that wiki right now.
Oh, well, all right. So
It
anyways,
combines genres of cyberpunk, urban fantasy, and crime.
but it was cyberpunk before cyberpunk was cool.
Like before the Matrix.
Right. This was like 92 or something. Like, it was
so like hackers?
Before that even, probably.
Oh my god. Cyborg implants. Matt. Okay, so it's not fantasy? See, I could get in if I could get into like an RPG that's like
it's got some fantasy stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's just science fantasy.
There's a science side where you actually literally use your cyborg implants to jack into
like
the Matrix.
Star Wars is science fantasy.
But then there's a magic side of it where you can get like healing potions and magic spells and stuff. So it's not real deep in the fantasy, but there is some fantasy there.
There's orcs and trolls. I'm out.
But the orcs have machine guns and they're badass.
Oh, good. Great.
It makes a difference.
I guess.
They're some of the best fighters, actually. So, like, you can hire people to be on your team, and
yeah,
I always make sure I hire an orc because they're awesome. They just kill everybody.
Really. I'll stick with Heroes of Might and Magic. That's the only fantasy turn-based RPG I'll ever play, and that game is like 1998.
Right.
So old.
So there was one last gaming thing I wanted to talk about, and I mean, everybody knows N64 007. I mean, it's one of the...
What's that? What is that?
You're an asshole.
007? Never heard of it.
It's like the #1 most popular game on the...
What if I really never heard of it? Would you?
I would just end the pod right now. I'd be like, I'm done.
Oh my god.
But anyways, there was a museum, computing history museum, and they got GoldenEye on 4 separate screens playing multiplayer using the original N64 hardware.
How did I do that?
I don't know. I never looked into the technical details of it, but they said it's not elegant, but they were able to get it done. And
maybe the way you know when they do like back in like the 90s when they had a bunch of screens and like a grid, and they somehow stretched the picture across all of them.
Could be.
Maybe they did some sort of technology that does that.
Dude,
that was the only time I ever remember having friends over at my house. Was some kids, and we all played frickin' GoldenEye.
There it is.
Because my friend has 64.
4 separate screens.
Yeah, I bet you they're using some sort of splitter.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of audio splitters, so you can make one screen onto 4, and
all
vice
you
versa.
Gen Xers out there, if you don't know anything about GoldenEye, kill yourself.
Except not really. I don't want to be responsible for suicide.
Well, yeah. You don't deserve to be alive in a world where you don't know about 007. That game, I don't know. It literally goes like Doom and then GoldenEye
Pretty much.
And then Halo. I mean, there's Quake and Unreal and all that stuff, but like,
but those weren't as popular, I don't think. I mean,
I'm talking
they
like
were,
game
but
changers.
within their niche, like game
Yeah,
changers. You're definitely right. It was 007 was a big one.
you get the golden gun.
Oh yeah.
You ever play where everyone
I
has
need
a
to
golden
get a
gun?
copy of that for my 64. I don't even have it.
You
I
don't?
haven't been able to find it. I could probably buy it online.
I'm surprised they never made a version for like the Game Boy Advance or the DS or anything like. There's been no remakes of it. They did have on the DS. They did have like a new GoldenEye game. It wasn't a remake. It was a different game.
Maybe they're just afraid of ruining it.
Maybe they're
actually staying true, unlike Battlefield.
Nintendo money? Are you serious? Why haven't they released this as a virtual console yet?
They may have. So the 64 is a virtual console app now, because I've been playing Mario 64 on it. But don't ask why I play it on there when I have a 64 right next to it. I don't.
It's portable. I have a I bought the 3-pack, the limited edition Mario 3D had Sunshine, Mario 64, and some other dumb game.
Yeah.
But they didn't update the graphics.
That's stupid.
The original Nintendo DS has a Mario 64 DS, like the best version of Mario 64. They fixed the graphics.
Like, I've never played it, but they did like make some really positive changes to it.
It's so good. And then when the Switch comes out and they release 64, it's the original shitty Nintendo 64 graphics.
Yep.
To a T. There's no changes. Probably with the other two games too, but I don't care. I really wanted to play Mario 64. It sucks. I'm like, wow, that's just a cash grab. You just throw Mario 64 games out and Nintendo 64 Mario games out. Actually, a couple for the Wii. But you just throw them out there and you're like, oh, this is limited edition. We're only making a certain amount of cartridges.
Oh, what? Dude, that was another thing I wanted to say about the Xbox Series X. It is 100% backwards compatible to the OG Xbox games.
Oh, yeah?
You can put any Xbox game in it, and it'll play it. There's like a small list of some that they couldn't get working, but it's a very small list. Like, it's like 10 games. It's insane. I've never seen a console do that level of backwards compatibility.
What is that? Like, they got to emulate?
I mean, in some cases, hardware? Yes. I mean, it depends on the console. Some of them, nothing's changed except they just don't want you to play the newer games.
Yeah. Yeah, they want you to buy them again.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I remember
that was awesome. I'm like, this is exactly what we've been asking for, because like the OG Xbox had emulators to play the old games, and it could rip games to the hard drive and play them directly. Like everything that we've been doing for years, they finally got.
But it costs so much.
Oh my God,
it's like out of the realm of like, and it'd be on like sale by now if people weren't scalping and crap.
If you could find them, they would be selling like crazy. But
yeah, I don't even think you can't go to GameStop and get a used one or anything. They're just like, I don't know if that's
completely impossible to find. I've tried, believe me.
Because there's a bunch of fat nerds out there sitting on like a pile of 100 of them that they bought up.
All of the retailers do that same monthly payment thing too with the Xbox Game Pass. So it's got to be a Microsoft program that they're having the retailers do.
Maybe that's as part of the plan. They specifically didn't release enough units so they could get into
people
this,
on
the monthly thing, because that's the only way to get it. I 100% bet that's it. Plus the scalpers.
Yeah.
Fucking scalpers.
Yep.
Douchebags.
So, well, that's all I got for gaming stuff today. I know that was like 40 minutes of gaming.
And that's been drunk tech support. Well,
oh man.
Shouldn't we just end it now and call it a
we
game episode? And then we'll do the other one tomorrow or something. Okay.
Most of my other ones are going to be quick anyways. Like the first one I had was about we talked previously like 2 or 3 episodes ago about Backblaze drive stats, how they release their quarterly results of the number of failures for each type of drive that they use. And,
I don't recall.
Well, we talked about it. I know we did. You may not remember, but
I do not recall this.
Andy and I were going back and forth on it during that episode, so I remember specifically talking about it. But
okay. Is Andy even listening anymore?
I don't know. He'll watch it again if he does.
You and Andy are like bud buddies.
No, we're not.
I'm sick of hearing about
Me and
Andy.
You are.
Are we? I don't know. I've been hearing about Andy a lot. I'm getting kind of jealous.
Oh, whatever. So they released
Thought
their
we
new
were bud
numbers,
buddies.
and I wanted to talk about it because there is one drive in particular that blew my mind. It is an HGST drive. Now, they only used 76 of them compared to some of the other ones that they used tens of thousands of. But it had a 24% failure rate.
Yeah, that's not a good failure
That's like
rate.
worse than the Seagate ones, which Seagate is still pretty high. They're all between 1 and 6% failure rates. But
like
yeah,
out of the box
Western Digital
failure rate?
is nothing. Like Western Digital, literally, they only used 3 different Western Digitals, and they all had a 0% failure rate. And they used one of them was 1,200 different drives, one was 2,500, one was 8,000. So
I got a freaking. It might failed like right out of the damn box. I got a Western Digital. My TV's not on.
But yeah, they got Seagate, Western Digital, Toshiba, and then HGST, and the HGST was like mind blowing, like 24% failure. So don't buy any HGST 8 terabyte drives.
I've never heard of HGST. Who are they?
It's God, I know the name. You would know it if I said it.
Never heard of this brand. I didn't even. Gone are the days of like random
Hitachi
brands.
Global Storage Technologies.
Oh, Hitachi. They're still around?
Yeah, so they bought IBM's disk drive business.
Yeah.
When IBM started selling off all their consumer stuff. And they're pretty popular now. Like, I've seen them in a lot of new computers and stuff. But
yeah.
I've never seen a failure rate like that. Now, to be fair, the rest
When's
of
the last time you bought a Hitachi drive?
I haven't bought a drive in a while, so.
Oh.
The only drive I've bought recently was a NVMe 1 terabyte. So
I'm looking at the
that was a Samsung.
Hewlett Packard, Kingston, Seagate, Western Digital, SanDisk. Those are the top tier disk manufacturers.
Yeah. So but to be fair to them, the rest of the drives that they used were all under 1%, except for one, which was at 2%. But just to have one that's at 24% just looks bad. So
that's awful. That's effed up. Was it the same drive or was it different models?
It was an 8 terabyte drive every time.
Oh my god! I'm looking at the wiki list of defunct hard drive manufacturers.
Oh wow!
Some of these are taking me back.
Remember Maxtor?
Maxtor. No.
I had one of them in my original Xbox.
Oh, Maxtor. Maxtor. I'm thinking of MACSTORE.
No. Maxtor.
Yes, I had Maxtor drives. Mitsubishi.
I have one still running in my OG Xbox right now.
No way.
Yep.
Acquired by Seagate in 2006.
80 gigabytes.
Oh my god. JVC.
Wow.
Made hard. Kyocera made hard drives? No
Really?
way. Yeah, I'm looking at this list. It's so long.
Wow.
I'm looking for Rico,
like the printer manufacturer?
The printer guys. Oh, Quantum drives sold as a hard disk business to Maxtor in 2001.
Can we take a 2-minute break?
Sure.
Okay, thanks.
Are we still live? Am I gonna stay here while we're live?
Yep.
God damn it. Let's go over some drives, even though no one's listening. Texas Instruments. Tokyo. Tokicio. T-O-K-I-C-O. Vertex Peripherals. Oh, some of these are go back to the 80s. Sony? No way. Siemens. Sequel. Spin out of Memorex in 1988. Seiko Epson. Samsung. Well, no shit. Acquired by Seagate for $1.4 billion in 2011. Rotating memory systems. That's kind of on the nose. Oh, 1982. Boo. Pre-Priam? Priam Corporation. Oh, 1989. Prairie Tech. Potter Instrument. Phillips.
You know what I learned the other day? You know Synology, the network storage company?
Mhm.
Apparently they make drives, or they slap their label on somebody else's drives, because
Probably.
I just bought one with the drives, and they're Synology brand.
It's probably like Apple puts their stupid logo on like Seagate drives
Yeah.
for like old. I'm talking about like their old computers. They don't do that anymore. But it's quite the list. I don't see any more that I recognize. BASF. Is that?
Yeah, they were an old one. I haven't seen one of them in years.
That's it. Fujitsu.
Those were like a really popular laptop.
Fujitsu drives. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember the. Yeah, they always had like these weird experimental laptops. Like they always had like these weird features, like they're trying something new.
Yeah.
And they were a pain in the ass to take apart.
All right. So that was hard drives. Do you want to talk about our favorite person?
Is it time for Musk?
It is. Let me play the clip.
Musky minutes. Musky minutes. It's Musk.
All right. I love watching your expression every time I play a clip and you can't hear
I just gotta sit here and do nothing. It's annoying, and you gotta the fact that you gotta tell me you're playing a clip. We're so unprofessional, Rich. I can't stand
it. I'm so sorry. So
it.
anyway,
I'm about to play a clip, Jay, because we don't know how
person, Elon Musk.
He's in some hot water.
He is apparently in hot water. You want to tell us why, Jay?
Apparently he was fingering a stewardess on an airplane.
Allegedly.
I was just gonna say allegedly. Allegedly. No, we don't know what happened. I believe.
No.
Oh, a flight attendant. Here's a teaser. A flight attendant for SpaceX said Elon Musk asked her to do more during a massage.
Ooh.
So apparently he's getting there's a lot of information here.
He's saying that they're politically motivated attacks.
So. Oh, okay. The billionaire founder allegedly exposed his penis to her and offered to buy her a horse, according to claims in the declaration.
A horse? Like,
that's
like
random...
the weirdest come on ever. Like, hey baby, you want me to buy you a horse?
Hey baby, I'll buy you a horse. Maybe she was a horse chick.
Maybe.
You know those horse chicks are? They're crazy. Crazy about horses, man. How about SOD if I can have a horse? So he paid $250,000 to settle a sexual misconduct claim against him in 2018.
Yeah.
So
did that come out like when they were looking through finances because he was purchasing Twitter? Because if so, that's
probably because this is back in 2018. You figure we would have heard about this by now.
Yeah.
And so, he. Should I tear his poster off my wall at this point? I mean, this is all allegedly.
It's kind of at that point where it's.
She accused.
Like, I had to take a joke about Elon Musk out of my presentation because people thought it might be in poor taste. Because it's one of those things like Star Trek. 50% of people hate him and 50% of people love him. So, it's a little divisive.
I don't know what to think now because I'm like, I mean, this is alleged. He paid her off. So paying her off tells me that it happened.
Yeah.
And he wants her to shut up.
Usually.
Okay.
But, you know. He actually did it. I just made this episode perfect. I love it.
It's down. It's gone. The Elon Musk poster is gone.
He also was in the news recently because I guess there was some Twitter words said about a socialist in Bolivia, and something about the election being stolen or something, and I guess the guy got put back, like
Our
reinstalled.
election?
No, Bolivia's. I guess the guy won a re-election or something, and like it got thrown in Elon's face, and so the reason I'm talking about this is the guy's name was Evo Morales, and there was a subreddit that banned a guy because he just typed Evo Morales, and that was it.
Okay, so wait. The guy was originally elected. Elon Musk said that's bullcrap. It was like
I forget the exact story of what happened.
But then he got reelected. So he's like, haha, the people like me, you dumb.
So he intimated that America had every right to overthrow the Bolivian president. That's what happened originally, and then he got voted back in to power, and that became Elon became a laughingstock basically because of it on the internet. And so now in the subreddit, somebody just mentioned the guy's name and they banned him, like immediately.
The Reddit, but it wasn't like Elon banned him, right?
No,
was it like
no.
Was it a pro Elon?
It was like you
Musk?
getting banned from that Star Trek one because you said that the writer wasn't that good.
God, I'm about to get banned from my new Star Trek group that I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! It's called Star Trek shit posting. So you figure they'd have a sense of humor.
You'd think.
They don't. They don't. It's like I want to post so much stuff and I don't. I agree when people do complain. I'm like, yeah, you're right. This does suck. But save that for a Star Trek episode. Once Rich watches Star Trek, hey, we're already 2 episodes behind, Rich.
Sorry, I'll catch up tonight.
So much for doing a freaking weekly review of a goddamn show that was on.
Sorry.
Yeah, whatever. Calculus.
I'm taking a calculus class, and it is so over my head. It's not funny. Like, I have no idea. Like,
can you cheat your way through it?
I can get my way through it. I can work out the math, and I can solve the problems, and I can get them right. It might take me 3 or 4 times sometimes, but I get it.
Mm-hmm.
But then every week there's a discussion question where you have to explain how you got your answer.
Oh, show your math.
And I'm like I don't know how to put this to words. I just did it. Like,
your math should be, I used a calculator.
No, like, I showed the work, and my teacher still said that wasn't enough. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. As long as I pass the class.
Yeah.
Because it's a core class that I need for my degree, so.
It's like this new core curriculum math crap that they're teaching everyone in school that takes like 20 times longer.
But if you don't do it that way, you get in trouble.
Oh, I know. My daughter was doing fractions, cross-multiplying fractions. Well, they don't cross-multiply. They do this other bullshit. And I'm like, let me show you how to cross-multiply. You get the answer in 2 seconds. And she's like, that's so much easier. Why? But I can't do it that way.
The idea is they're supposed to teach them how to understand it.
They're supposed to understand. You don't need to understand math. You just need to know how to do it.
Exactly.
Okay?
You're never going to have to explain to somebody how calculus works. You just need to be able to figure out the problem. That's it.
Solve the problem, and if you want to become a mathematician or a mathologist or whatever math people do, you can do that. You can learn that. You know? Show your math.
There's probably like a handful of people that actually went on to be like top tier mathematicians.
99% of students do not go on to use math in any real way in their jobs, unless you're like a physicist or a calculus. What do you use calculus for? What are you
for physics?
For physics, but what are you going to college for? Management?
You calculate rates of change and stuff. So, yeah, and my degree's for IT management. I don't know. Honestly, if somebody could tell me why an IT manager would need to know calculus, I'm all ears. I can't think of it, though, because I've been in IT management.
I guess see a programmer needing.
I've been in IT management already without a degree for the last 6 years.
Me too. without a
no
college
idea.
degree.
Yeah.
I
Never used calculus. Never.
Like figuring out like employees' pay rates with like a fluctuating market
That's
of.
just algebra. Like,
cost.
I mean, come on.
I don't know, man. I can see if you're making a program that needs to like calculate changing variables and
Yeah,
crap
and I'm
like
not
that.
a programmer though, so a
I don't know,
programming
man.
degree I could understand, but anyway.
Someone somewhere in the past was like, "Yeah, this is necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Let's
Somebody
do
who
that."
doesn't understand IT management.
Oh yeah, I hate jobs that are like, "Yeah, you need a bachelor's in like computer science for this job."
Yeah,
Not
I
not
think any company that requires a degree at this point in time is behind the times.
way
and you probably
way
don't
behind
wanna
the
work there
curve.
anyway.
Yeah,
Like
that's how I feel.
Even universities that are historically like prone to hire
I
people
get.
that have a degree because it's
I
academia,
understand universities. Yeah, they're promoting their own
even
service.
they are hiring or the equivalent experience. So
Yeah,
you're behind the times if you're not.
experience, certifications, like
Yeah.
somebody with 20 years experience. Oh yeah, you need at least 1 year. You need computer science,
Yeah.
which I looked into the course. It's nothing
No.
serious.
Every single computer class I have taken has been a bullshit class that I could just fuck my way through. And I've loved it. Like, when I get mad now when I get a real class like calculus that I have to work and understand. Like,
You
I'm
just want
like,
to fuck your way
this
through
is
it.
not what college has been. College has been
I can't
easy.
fuck my way through this. Give me something I can fuck.
Exactly. So anyway, that's that's been my
Rich
experience.
just wants something he can fuck. That's the
exactly.
That's what the
No,
story's
I mean,
getting to.
it's literally all about the piece of paper. It's not about anything else. Let's not pretend it's about.
And jobs don't even
anything
ask
else.
for the piece of paper. You say
Exactly.
you have something, they're just like, sure, okay, we'll just believe you have it.
That's
I've
not
never
true
had-
in every job though, because universities
No,
do have
I
a
know.
database and they'll look it up.
Some people have been like, oh yeah, we want a scanned copy of your A plus and your Net plus and your fucking ACNT and blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, that's too much work. They go get a job somewhere else
Yeah.
because it doesn't matter.
Well, just
I guess-
getting a physical certificate.
Why
for the
would I try to
ACNT
get a
took
job
me
like
2
that
months.
if I? Why would I try to get it? Yeah, you try to go back and get a copy of it. It's insane.
I got
yeah.
one finally. It's hanging on my wall at work, but
I'm lucky I took a picture of my. I took a picture of my A plus somewhere. I have a copy of it because I don't have it anymore. My house burned down. Like my ACMT, I don't even know how to get a copy of that. If I don't even think they handed me anything when I got it. They're just like, yeah, okay, you can do Apple stuff now. Goodbye.
Yep.
I think I have like a GSX tech number or something.
Yeah. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, it's dumb. So
It
I look
is.
for jobs that just take your word for it. I mean, why would I try to get a job that I can't do what the
Well,
job
I mean,
is?
Most of the time when I'm doing hiring and I'm looking at things like this, I just ask questions in the interview that are technical that they won't know unless they have the experience. I mean,
There you go.
It's an easy way to get rid of the riffraff.
Like me on that job where they're asking me all this like VPN Cisco crap, and I'm like, I don't know.
If you've never worked with it, you're not going to know it, and if you have, you'll know. Simple as that.
Unless you're me, and I'm like, yeah, I have worked with it. I just have bad ADD memory, so if you put me in front of it, I'd figure it out in like 10 seconds. But
Yeah.
I've lost many jobs, but I don't want to work at those jobs because they're like super strict and shit.
Yeah.
You would never hire me, Rich, would you? You'd be like, hell no.
I'm kind of like content in the public sector, and
That wasn't the question I asked.
I'm just saying, like, I'm content in the public sector where you have always been private sector. Like,
That's
it's
true.
a different world. Like, it's very
Yeah, I would never try to work for.
It's very lax in the public sector. Like, even in the places where it's not, where it's like stuffy suits, it's still better than private sector, I think.
I've done stuffy shit. I worked at National Grid for 3 years.
But it's different. I'm telling you, and like,
I stay away from institution and government. I can't.
and see, all I've done is government.
It's too much, too
Not
much.
all I've done, but most of what I've done has been
Not
bad.
oversight, but like, I don't know. Just I don't want to deal with it. I don't like it.
You're gonna get paid better, guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Like, public sector is not about making money. It's all about public service, and
Yeah,
working
but wasn't I
private
making more money? Wasn't I
Yeah,
making
you
more
were
money than
definitely-
you?
You were definitely making more money than me, and that's how it is. I mean, if you want to make money, you go.
You just got to find the right job.
Right.
You just don't take the first thing that comes across and don't settle.
Mm-hmm.
And what am I talking about? If I didn't get National Grid, I wouldn't be all like stuffy about my pay. I'd be like, "What is it? Is it $20 an hour? Yeah, I'll do it." But once I get National Grid, I'm like, "No, I won't work beyond this X amount."
Well, I
per
mean,
year
your
salary.
worth at this point. Like, you've realized your worth.
Yeah.
More, and it's a change in your outlook when you're looking for jobs at that point. But
Yeah, that's true, and that's why I wouldn't put up with douchebag bosses
yeah,
at what I'm getting paid. He said I'll pay you that, and then I'm like, hell no, I'm not gonna sit here and work. I could be still working there, miserable like all his other employees, but I quit. I'm like, nope, bye.
Yep.
Anyway,
So, you wanted to talk about Bill Gates?
no, let's skip that. This episode's gone way too long.
Oh, it hasn't. It's like 30 minutes shorter than our last episode.
Spoiler. Rich, when Rich saw this, he's like, everyone knew that. He did an AMA on that, and duh, idiot. He did. Where's my notes? Oh, Bill Gates uses a foldable phone, but it's not a Surface. What? WTF? OMG? Rich? Why?
Because Microsoft doesn't make phones anymore, I thought.
They're making the Surface Duo.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh.
I
didn't-
had the
I didn't know
Surface
this.
Duo. No. What?
Wait, but it's an Android phone, right?
Yeah, but it's made by Microsoft.
Oh.
It's
Okay,
Microsoft
then
branded.
you know what? Then I take back everything I said before when you were telling me about this. Because it's not the same thing I watched.
I don't expect him to be using like an old like Nokia like Windows phone. Like no, they have this is they're on twos. Remember I had the Surface Duo phone
Yeah.
and it sucked. There's so many problems, and then they gave up with it. They gave up on it after 4 months. They're like, "Oh, we're making a Surface Duo 2." Screw. They finally just got Android 11 on the original Surface Duo.
Wow.
Like today. It's crazy. So
Sad.
they made the two and fixed all the problems that the one had instead of just fixing the one. And he's currently using a foldable phone as a daily driver. However, the foldable device that he mentioned is not the Surface Duo 2. It's the Galaxy Z Fold 3.
Yeah.
He mentioned that
the one that I was talking about that I thought you were talking about was when he was asked if he used an iPhone, and he said he owns iPhones, but his daily driver was an Android phone because he prefers that. So that's what I thought you were going to talk about. I didn't realize that they were making a phone again, and he didn't.
I don't know how you didn't know that. Even though Microsoft is trying to sort of re-enter the phone space with the Surface Duo lineup, the ex-Microsoft CEO doesn't seem convinced enough to try the Surface Duo as his daily driver.
Well, his whole reason for using Android was because most of the Android manufacturers are putting Microsoft software on their
Yeah, I mean, there's like this app called Start, which is like a news. It was like a homepage news, weather, like whatever. It's like MSN.com for your phone. And then there's the Office apps, and then there's a whole suite of apps that work for Android that are Microsoft centered. So you can't just use an Android. I've done it with tons of Microsoft apps on it. I guess he doesn't work for Microsoft anymore, so who cares?
True. I mean, there's no pressure at that point.
He said he
Just 'cause you
loves the
started.
Galaxy Z Fold 3. That is a terrible name for the phone. But he
Z Fold?
does the Galaxy Z Fold.
It would be
3.
a perfect name for it if it folded in 3, like a Z.
Oh my God, you're right. Way to go,
Samsung.
Samsung. He also mentioned he likes to try different phones, but
Yeah.
apparently that he's in love with it. So the Surface Duo 2, one of the big gripes about it was, the original Surface Duo.
Yeah.
The gripes was the camera was subpar. I don't really care about a camera. It just didn't have the megapixels. It didn't have like the 20 cameras like the iPhone has.
Right.
It had like two separate cameras, like a wide screen and then like
I personally love my 20 cameras.
Yeah. I could care less about that. And they said basically we can't fit that technology and still have the phone foldable the way it is.
Yeah.
It literally folds completely back to back like that. The Surface 2 phone, the camera now sticks out. That's why they rebuilt it, because of the camera.
Really?
Because they could have just done this. They could have just. That's my speculation. They could have just updated the one, but everyone complained so much about the camera. They're like, okay, fine. We'll release a device that has like a 6-camera setup with this huge camera bump on the back.
Yeah.
You know, that like sticks out like 3 inches. So now you can't.
I mean,
fold
at least they're listening to their customers, unlike EA.
Other people, companies. Yeah. So now you cannot fold the phone completely back because the camera sticks out so far. Whoa.
Sorry, my bad.
Whoa.
I was trying to show the Surface Duo 2.
Oh, okay.
But
So
picked the wrong
so
screen.
Can you show it folded with the camera up? No, of course they won't show that.
Of course
will
not.
they?
You can kind of see.
Can you
it
show?
there.
Okay, so you see the bump?
Oh wait, here we go. Here you go. Wow, that is a huge bump.
Yeah. Okay, so they've upgraded the camera to where it's tolerable in today's standards, but now you cannot fold you can't fold the phone all the way back because the camera blocks it.
That's
so
stupid.
The phone's like a wedge now.
Yeah.
It's like a V-shaped wedge. The camera bump has been slanted, so the phone folds flush against it, but you still can't fold it completely back.
Yeah.
Which
that would annoy the shit out of me.
That would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked about the first one. You got to give up. This isn't a freaking iPhone, man. This is like. I guess I'm just like a
that's the thing.
PDA.
Everybody expects what the iPhone has. Like, even though they're not the first to market with certain features, they still become the guideline, the
standard.
The standard.
Yeah.
So, which is weird.
Me being like a PDA, coming up from PDAs and stuff.
Yeah, you were
from
big
back
about
in the day.
Palm Pilots back in the day.
Yeah, this phone just gave me that feel of having something cool and new that was like unique and stuff, and then they just go and ruin it. They ruined it, Rich.
Pretty much.
I'm sure it's great. I'm definitely gonna get one. I don't care that I'm so mad about it. I'm gonna get one. It's like $1,400 right now.
I love it. I'm definitely gonna get one though.
the original was $1,300, I believe, and within less than 6 months they lowered the price down to like $900. I got mine for I think $300. I think it was like 300 something.
Wow.
It was they gave up on it so fast.
Sounds like it.
Microsoft's good at that. They don't stick with something.
I mean,
like,
they know enough to get out early, I guess, you know.
Instead of sticking, because people like it. Instead of building that, they did this. They did this with the Zune. They did this with the Windows Phone, and now they're doing it with the Duo. They just, this isn't immediately a hit. Oh, it's gone. It's gone, man. You know, I do miss the Lumia, the old Windows Phone.
Yeah.
I miss that OS, man.
I knew some folks that I worked with that were like diehard Microsoft Phone fans.
My brother was.
Refused to have Android, and they didn't like Apple. You know, the reason they didn't like Android is the same reason I did, the security implications, and you know, but they also hated Apple, so they wouldn't get an iPhone.
Yeah.
So when Microsoft stopped making phones, what did they do? They got an iPhone because it was the better of two evils.
Yeah, and it didn't have the apps. Everything else was just fine on it. You could do Facebook, you could do YouTube, you could do Twitter, you could do like all the core things. It just didn't have this huge ecosystem app store.
Which
Like,
would come with time if they kept with it.
which
but-
that's why BlackBerry died too, around the same time.
True.
BlackBerry just didn't have the ecosystem of apps. It didn't have the developers.
Yeah.
It did every basic functionality that your phone should do at that time. Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that crap. They had that and it worked.
Yeah.
God, I miss BlackBerry too, dude. Like, ugh.
I had a BlackBerry once. It was issued to me by my work, and I hated it, and I couldn't
Really?
get used to it. I never could.
What did you get? What kind of BlackBerry was
I
it?
don't even remember. This was like
Oh.
15 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was a long time ago.
BlackBerry was like the king
It
of
was
the
like
smartphones.
actually like 12 years ago. It was 2010. So
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably around the time they started dying off. Like,
yeah,
iPhone
like, I remember
killed.
like the people that
killed
I worked
BlackBerry.
with like were like, "Oh, you got to use BlackBerry Messenger. You'll never use anything else." And then I used it, and I was like, "This is very underwhelming, and I'm not impressed."
It consolidates all your message apps into one place, Rich.
Yeah. I
It's
had Trillion
awesome.
at the time, so I didn't care.
Trillion. Oh my god. Is that still a thing?
I don't know. That's a good question. That was a great app back in the day. But the
Can't
problem
we get
is
Trillion?
nobody really uses like internet messaging anymore, like
No.
AIM or Yahoo
I think
Messenger.
I think I used it and you can add Facebook to it.
Yes, you can. Yeah, they're still out there. They still have it for businesses and individuals, and they actually have a HIPAA compliant one
Wait.
for healthcare.
How? Yahoo's gone. AIM's gone. MSN is gone. What's left? Facebook? Messenger?
Good question.
Uh,
Let me see if I have a list.
what's the standalone message system? The X something. What is it called? XM.
X
MMS?
PP, something like that.
No, that's
Yeah.
XAMPP. That's like a Linux version of Windows.
Andy probably knows.
Your butt, buddy.
Shut up.
Oh, is he back?
Yes, he's back.
Hey, back, Andy? You try to steal wrist from me? You fuck? Nobody can have him. He's mine.
Oh man. So it doesn't have a list of what
Yep.
it does. I have to actually download it and install it to find out.
Yep.
But
Who wants to do that? He said pause. What the?
pause.
I'm
downloading
Trillion.
it. I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, good. We're gonna launch Trillion. We need to do another episode where we just install random stuff from the internet on like a virtual machine and just let it crash. Wow, you're right. HIPAA compliant, so you could use it for like what? What the hospitals use for
Well,
message?
I mean, the problem that I always found when I worked with healthcare was there was like people would use iPhones, for instance, and when they take
Yeah.
a picture of something, it immediately gets uploaded to iCloud, and then there's a problem.
Oh my God, they don't support Skype anymore.
Do
They don't
still do
support Windows
ICQ?
Live. ICQ, that's what it was. Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved
XMM,
ICQ, man.
Jabber, XMPP.
Oh, I apparently already have an account with them because it's telling me it's already in use.
Bonjour, is that Apple's
Yes.
thing?
I think
LinkedIn, Foursquare, Facebook, Twitter.
Where'd
Oh my
you
God,
find this?
I'm on the wiki. You always go to the wiki. Rich, wiki. You know it's named after a fictional character in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy?
Did not know that.
No, I didn't know anything until I go on wiki. Hopefully nobody's added bullshit
Like how bees can melt
yeah,
steel beams.
like about bees melting steel beams. I'm hoping this is up to date and not altered.
I apparently don't know what my password is from God knows when, so I can't log
For
in. and look.
Trillion?
Yeah. But at
I
least
don't
you have
even-
the list, so we're good.
Yeah. Okay, so
Uh.
currently green and blue for Trillium Astro Network, gray for IRC, teal and amber for what is the colors? Bonjour, Facebook,
Oh.
Jabber, XMMP.
So I set up my Trillion account so long ago, it was still using my net address email account.
Yeah,
I've had Gmail for
I've had Gmail
14
since
years
two.
now.
Yeah, I've had Gmail since 2003, like 20 years almost.
Yeah.
Oh, you were an early invite, Rich?
No, I got an invite, but I kept paying for my own forever, and I never actually used it until 2009.
You loser.
Yeah. So anyway, well, it's irrelevant, but Trillion does exist still.
It does. Have fun with that.
Yeah. Well, I only have one other thing, and I just want to briefly mention it. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but we've talked about deepfake videos on this show before, and
Yes.
they've never really gotten very popular. Like, you see little news stories about them here and there, but hey, Andy remembers Trillion. So,
Pepperidge Farms remembers Trillion.
like, here and there, you'll see a news story about it and how scary it is and everything. Well, Kendrick Lamar released a video for his new album called The Heart Part 5, and he uses deepfake throughout the entire video and morphs into other people like Kanye West or Will Smith, and like throughout the video it's like very smooth, changing into the next person. It's really impressive, and I do recommend checking it out if you're interested in how deepfake technology is working.
You want to talk about how gay you are for Kendrick Lamar first?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I was just very interested in the technology, and I thought I would mention it since this is a tech podcast that we just happen to get drunk on.
Or try to get drunk, in my case.
Yes. I, on the other hand, am drinking vodka, so...
I've had six of these.
Nice. Well, I am out of topics, Jay.
That's it. I thought you were gonna play deepfake.
No, I wasn't gonna play it. Do you want me to play it?
Why would you bring up a deepfake if you're not gonna play it?
Well, I didn't want to get in trouble for copyright, so I'll play it. Shit, I don't care. Yeah.
How are you gonna? Yeah, Andy's like, play the video.
Jay is 100% right. I hate you
You're
all.
gonna bring up a deepfake video, not play it. Is that really, Rich? Really? After all these years, Rich?
After all these years, yes. I am that stupid.
Make sure you reverse the video so it's backwards, so we don't get flagged.
Oh, good idea. All right. I got it pulled up. I'm not going to play the audio, though. That's how I'm going to get away with this.
Yeah, okay.
You might see that weird thing where I share the wrong screen again.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay.
Wow, you gotta clean up your desktop, Rich.
Shut up. Don't talk about my desktop.
Okay, so explain what's going on since you've seen this.
It's literally just this guy standing here the entire video. Like, there's nothing else that happens. But if you watch the face, it randomly morphs into other people. It's really freaky to watch because, like, if
Is
you
this
blink your
Kendrick
eyes-
Lamar?
Yeah, if you blink your eyes,
You'll miss it.
you'll miss it, and it'll be another person when you look back, and you're like, whoa. But it's really cool, and it's the first time I think there's been like a commercial use for deepfake videos. I mean,
I'd love to see a music video where they just deepfake like celebrities.
yeah, well, that's basically what he's doing here. I mean,
or that guy that can do all the impressions. Who is that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. You mentioned that earlier.
I don't know what to look up. If anyone out there knows we're talking about, it's this guy. He can do like all these rapper voices. He can do like Snoop Dogg, Dre, Biggie. Like he can just like, and there's a video of him like imitating all these styles.
Yeah.
That'd be so fun to watch, like him do a deepfake.
Yeah, because then it's like you're really looking at the person. No, it's not Weird Al, I don't think, because he doesn't.
No,
do really impressions.
not Weird Al. No, I think it was a black guy, definitely. I want to say he was on Saturday Night Live or Mad TV or something like that.
Yeah.
Weird Al. Now I just want to see Weird Al, like videos of like all these rappers with Weird Al doing it.
That'd be hilarious. You could deep fake it. There you go.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting at.
Oh,
I haven't
man.
seen his face.
Okay,
change,
there it
so
goes.
that-
Now he's OJ.
Oh, that
See?
he's OJ. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
But it's still him.
Yes, it's still him.
And this is a music video.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Kanye.
Okay. Kanye. Okay, I see it. It'd be cool if his voice changed with each one.
Yeah. Deep fake it until you make it.
How easy is it to do a deepfake? Can we do like us?
I don't
Can
know.
Can we deepfake each other saying like inappropriate stuff that we wouldn't say that would upset us. Like Rich saying, like,
So
Andy,
what would
I
be
want...
different between a deep fake and what we actually say?
No,
on the
it'd be like
show?
Rich. It'd be like you, but you'd be like, oh my God, Andy, I want to make a podcast with you. Screw Jay.
Yeah,
I
fuck
want
that
the
J
D.
guy. We
Didn't
should bring
you
back
even
the-
ask
we should
him?
bring
Didn't
back
you
the-
ask him in the video, the cartoon video? Who were you asking? Like, would you like to make a pod with me? He's like,
Oh,
dude,
it was just a
no,
guy.
I can't.
It
Oh,
was just a random guy I made up. I thought about doing. Yeah, see, now he's Will Smith. I thought about doing
Did we talk about the slap?
a real person. Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I thought about talking about bringing in a real person like Drizzle or something back when I did that, and then I decided
Yeah.
it was in bad taste. I should use a fake
Why would it
person.
be a bad taste?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, look at that! He could easily do a podcast with Andy. All right, it's over. It's over. You two can blow each other
oh,
and do a podcast together.
I'm gonna bring back the hashtag replace Jay.
Yeah. Hashtag replace Jay with Andy.
Oh shit. Drizzle would get a kick out of it.
We could deepfake me, and I'll just be him.
Yeah. So anyway, that's the video.
Okay, I get the video. I'll have to actually watch it. Hey, we should post a link on one of our social media sites.
Oh my
that we
gosh!
have.
You mean we should use social media for what it's intended?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good idea, Jay. Why haven't we done that before?
Post an actual link, not a link to us. So when you freak out again and delete all of our stuff, it's just nothing but dead links on our page. Post a link to the
I don't know what
YouTube.
you're talking about. I never freak out, delete everything on our account. It's never happened
Mm-hmm.
this year.
Who's Sammy Lovebug?
That's Andy's girlfriend, I believe.
Oh, okay.
I believe. I'm just guessing.
Bum bum
Oh,
bum.
social media triggered Andy. He doesn't use social media.
Oh, sorry. We should have put a trigger warning. We're gonna talk about Twitter and Facebook,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Andy,
We should have an Instagram, Rich, where we just show
we
pictures
do have
of.
an Instagram. We've had an Instagram.
What the hell?
In
did
fact,
we
I
post?
think Instagram's the only social media I didn't delete. But we have like
What
two
do we-
posts on there.
Yeah, what do we post on Instagram?
I posted a picture, like an artsy picture of my vodka bottle and our two little paintings.
Oh my!
These things.
Oh my God!
Which I still
I'm
have
just-
right here at my desk. I have you right here. See?
Oh,
Always looking
I
at
still-
me.
Good. I still
No,
have.
we do not have a TikTok, and we will never have a TikTok.
We
Unless Jay
should
wants
start
to
a
do it. I won't
TikTok.
be involved.
Be doing stupid dances and stuff.
Yeah, you can do that. I won't be
And-
involved.
Oh my God! TikTok is so cringy. I cannot like.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
I can't do it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
But I did want to start a segment where we like review cringy TikToks, but I've yet to like bring myself to going on the actual site.
yeah, it's
It's
blocked
too
on my
much.
network, so
Oh, good.
now
I should
you
do that
can't even
too.
Go to it.
I should do that too, so I don't have to see it.
Yeah. All right. The video has been shared on our Facebook page,
Good. All right.
and I'll put
Awesome.
it on Twitter too, so that people like Andy can see it because he does actually use Twitter.
Really? Gross. We should seriously like be more. I've been trying to
I
keep
know
up
we should. I know we
and
should.
post stuff. I think you should too, and that way, both of us are doing it. Andy says fuck off.
I don't know if he was talking to her saying TikTok or if he was talking to us. He could go either way at this point.
Either way, it's all good.
Oh man.
I think I'm gonna go drive now that I've had 6 of these shitty wine coolers.
Maybe you should wait an hour or two.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Am I acting like I'm inebriated?
A little bit. A little bit. All of the above. Awesome. Well,
This has been
this has been-
Drunk Tech Support in this year of our Lord 2022. I just had to double check my date on my computer.
Yes.
I'm Jason,
I'm Rich.
and here's some really stupid recording Rich made about our show.
Why is it going
This
to be
has
a
been
stupid
Drunk Tech
recording?
Support. If you like our show,
Like and subscribe.
Why does it have to be stupid? Because I made it. I never
don't
make
know.
anything.
I'm just being a hater.
All right.
That's all I am.
Well, I'm gonna play it now. So, just
Okay.
be warned.
Be quiet. You want me to be quiet?
Be quiet.
I'm gonna vape the whole time.
You have been listening to Drunk Tech Support. Check out drunktechsupport.com for audio downloads of our episodes, and catch video of the show now at youtube.drunktechsupport.com.
Oh, shut
Don't
up.
forget to smash
shut
that
up.
like button.
God
and be
damn
sure
it!
to turn on notifications so you see when we go live. Grab yourself a beer and go F yourself, America.